World full of finger puppets, one particular finger had an insightful dream last night when he was sleeping. Little did he know the reason for this dream was the rebellious music he was playing while he slept, not because his subconscious was doing any deep thinking whatsoever.
Hey man, hey, I just had the craziest dream. Do you want to hear about it? Yeah, sure. Well, I was in the middle of Thailand when I encountered a man in a robe. He seemed to be very knowledgeable and know a lot about life. Oh, that's cool. Well, tell me more.
Well, you see, each individual has the capacity to choose, yet many reconcile with the suggestion that their actions are an allowance of their leader, thus getting a feeling of rebellion rather than a feeling of free will when they go against the rules stated by their society.
Well, what does that have to do with me?
Do you know the famous story of Romeo and Juliet? That's exactly how you can relate. In the story of Romeo and Juliet, the young lovers, married out of true love, yet from their parents' standpoint are committing a rebellious act. Both Romeo and Juliet have free will and the self-permission to act how they would like in any situation, yet decide not to tell their parents because they are taught this action would be rebellious rather than an act of free will.
Oh, that makes sense, but that's only one example.
One example is not enough?
Nah, obviously not.
The beauty should be in the simplicity of a single example, but apparently I have to give another.
Well, go on.
The popular Ayn Rand novel anthem, particularly when the main character, Equality 7-2521, rebels against his government and experiments with light. This act was labeled as a revolt against the rules. The leaders of the society suggested he was wronging the government, but ultimately Equality realized his intellectual exploration was not an act of revolt at all, but of freedom when he breaks free from his society to live how he chooses.
Okay, 2 examples is enough for me now. You're pretty insightful for a man in a robe in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, of course, because I am a monk.
Oh. You dreamt that? Yeah, I guess it was pretty weird, but I'd like to have another dream like that.
Out on the streets of a runaway American dream. At night we ride the mansions of glory and suicide machines.